Last season, 16 college students set out to become Boston's first sole survivor, each wanting to prove that they could outwit, outplay, and outlast the others in the most strategic game ever created.
Survivor Boston is back.
18 new college students have already gathered together to start the toughest semester of their lives.
It kind of felt like the first day of an orientation, except I was trying to kill everyone. I didn't really know how to present myself. Did I want to be very social and start talking to people, or did I kind of want to blend in?
I'm a very competitive person. I played so many sports when I was younger, and theater is such a competitive realm too. So I always like trying to get to the top, trying to get the money.
I decided to audition for Survivor because it just seems like a fun thing to do. Everything I do at school is like super intense.
I'm Natalie Clydesdale. I'm a journalism major. I'm a sophomore. I'm just a huge super fan. I really expected there to be like a secret advantage. Like in real Survivor, there's always one, like when they're like scavenging for the food or whatever. So like I had my eyes out for it.
They must learn to adapt or they'll be voted out. In the end, only one will remain to claim the $100 prize.
76 days, 18 people, 1 survivor. I love the excitement. First of all, thank you everyone for showing up. Welcome to Survivor Boston Season 2. Very glad all of you came out to casting. Very glad all of you wanted to be a part of this amazing adventure. We had so many people come out to casting. It was such a hard decision choosing each and every one of you. Just as some information, we do have one person who did have a very last minute unavoidable situation. Spencer Wright is a part of the cast, for those of you who know him. He does have a short introductory video for the tribe he is on, so you guys will all get to that later.
The reason I'm not going to be at the first day is because I just recently got a bid for Delta Kappa Alpha, which is the film society here on campus. Super excited about it. It's going to be great. And I'm super honored to have been given the invitation to join, but unfortunately that also means that day one of the process for that organization is the same day as filming for day one of this, which is very disappointing, a little bit upset about it, but we're gonna make it work, so that's why I'm not gonna be there day one.
Alright, so last season we divided people up into tribes and we gave them their own opportunity to come up with their names. We're not letting that happen again at a tribe called Quest. So one at a time, we are going to divide you into your 2 tribes. This season we have purple and green. So when I call you up, you will come, you will grab your buff, which is the most important part of this game, because in this game, your buff represents your life, because in the normal game of Survivor, fire represents your life, but half of this game is inside, and Emerson has strictly told us no fire. Apparently that's a safety hazard. Who knew? So if you are on the purple tribe, you are going to come over here, grab your buff, and you will go to this side. If you are on the green tribe, you will grab your buff, you will go right over here. After we get our tribe names, you guys will get a little camp time to learn who's on your tribe. You guys are going to make posters. You'll get your tribe names. And we'll just give you about 15 minutes to get to know each other. So without further ado, can I have Jack come up? You are on purple.
I'm Jack. I'm a journalism major, and I'm in my sophomore year. I'm on camera a lot. I'm used to kind of that aspect of it, having cameras pointed on you and trying to present, I guess, your best self. So in a game like this, you kind of always sort of have to be on alert. You can't let anything slip, or like other people might take advantage of you. So just being like pretty camera ready, I think, is something I definitely take from my journalism major.
Can I have Bailey come up? You are on the green tribe.
So I was watching season 1 with my speedmates, and they were like, "You should go to the calls," and I was like, "Yeah, okay." So that's what I did. I hopefully see myself sort of writing for some sort of show, hopefully, be it a sitcom or like a late night show or political show, but just writing things or hopefully performing in front of the camera, making people laugh as much as possible.
Let's have Joseph come up. You're on purple.
So I was like, oh gosh, these are gonna be like some upperclassmen. They're obviously gonna like know each other, and I'm gonna be like that guy. You're getting to meet more people at Emerson. And so now I'm like walking around the campus going like, hey, I know this person, they're introducing me to other people. So it's a great opportunity to get to meet people and know your campus more.
Matt, come up. You are on green. Now, Aiden, come on up. You are also on green. Tricked everyone, didn't I?
This is unlike the usual type of Survivor that you see on CBS or any of the other channels that have Survivor. We're not on an island, we're not alone, it's a totally different ball game where imagine playing Survivor through text message. You shouldn't do it. And this is my strategy for self-preservation. Make the tribe into a situation where if I go, there is no cohesion and everyone eats each other. At least under me, they can feel we're eating the other people. But when I'm gone, I want them to feel like if he's gone, I don't know if he'll eat me, I don't know if she'll eat me, I don't know if they'll eat me. I just want to police the group that needs to make it to merge.
Jonathan, come on up. You were on purple. Buff represents your
I've been a fan of Survivor since the 17th season, since then I've gone back and watched a lot of the older seasons, and it's become this very personal experience for me. When I'm at home, I'm watching it with my whole family. I call my grandpa every week, who's been watching since season 1, we talk strategy. To get the opportunity to actually play this game is just so exciting. It's a very different experience than just watching on my television, like yelling at the contestants and tribal council.
And I have Dan come up. Got green. And then Will, come on up. We're also green. Alright. The last guy, Spencer Wright, will be on purple team, and he does have a nice hello message, so you guys can get to know him too. Isabella, come on up. You are on a tribe that I totally just forgot. Purple.
I'm Isabella Murano. I am a sophomore and I am currently a theater and performance major. Why did I come out to Survivor? The answer is for attention. I see myself in 5 years as Oprah Winfrey.
Emily M., you are on green.
So I'm a super Survivor fan, obviously. So I wasn't sure how serious it was all going to be. I knew I was going to be very serious about it, and luckily I think a lot of people are matching my my seriousness and play of the game.
Tay, you are on green. Kate, you are on purple.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the color.
Hey guys.
Let's go, Siobhan. Pronouncing that right? Cool. You're on purple. Emily Kidd, you were on purple.
I actually came out here because I was like, I want to get more involved and I want to make friends. And then when I came here, I realized, oh, not everyone is about making friends. Like, people are actually about winning. And that wasn't something that I wanted to win, but I wasn't initially like, I have to win. I was like, I just want to have a good time. But now I realize that other people want to win. So I'm like, God, I have to win.
Christy, you're on green.
Oh, you know what?
I love competition. I played sports in high school and I don't play them in college, so I need something to give me that little competitive edge. I really want to own a production company, but I really want to direct. I want to make, my goal is to make a beautiful late night comedy. So American Pie, but with amazing cinematography.
2 people left. Natalie, you're on green.
I'm not shy, but I'm not great at making new friends. So I can talk to people, but I don't know. So I was nervous that I was just gonna be in the minority and get voted out or not be part of the group.
And Sarah, hi Sarah, you are on purple. There you go. All right, so we are now just gonna have a little bit of camp time, but tribe names are very important. This season, we are basing a lot of our culture off of the Native American tribes that used to live in the Boston region before European settlers came over. So, purple tribe, you guys are Makwa, meaning bear. Green tribe, you are Pajaki, meaning buffalo. Alright, I will get you guys your posters. You guys can make them look all pretty. I'll tell you how to spell your tribe names and everything, don't worry. And then you guys can all sign and make it look pretty, get to know each other. These are your tribes.
We're the buffalo. I don't know if we're allowed to say that.
Does anyone know how to draw with a
I don't know how I feel. I don't know.
People were introducing themselves. They were so social. That does not happen in real life, where they're all oh, nice to meet you, nice to meet you. And after that, we all started just talking normal, and it felt like a normal kind of just social gathering, kind of like a dinner or something, or just hanging out. I think Aiden and me really connected. I found it very amusing with how into it he was and how into this game he is, and how much I know he wants to win. So we connected. He knows that I think he really wants to use me in a way. I think and we connected. We started talking. And I think he's going to be a very valuable asset.
I'm thinking, yeah, we do big and straight just for I think listen guys, I think what we need to focus on here is power. Because I am a loud and in charge person, I'm definitely, I think, naturally fall into leadership roles. I knew that, although I think that's one of my biggest strengths in my life in general, that could be viewed as a huge target on my back. In the game of Survivor. Would you guys be down to all sign it at the bottom?
Hell yeah! Everyone on the green team was definitely super motivated, wanted to win. I just thought that I wouldn't really be friends with anyone and I was just gonna be competition, I gotta win this. And it's kind of the opposite of that at that point, because my tribe and I have already made plans to hang out, so it's kind of cool that I'm making friends in the process. Buffalo.
Yeah, no, good vibes.
Good vibes? We're good.
However you want. Oh my god. Calligraphy.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine? Cursive. Comic Sans.
Comic Sans Roman.
Yes.
Wow, that's the
I really love the tribe that I'm a part of. We are not lying about that. We're getting good vibes with each other. We're already planning to hang out with each other and everything outside of Survivor. So we're wanting to get to know each other more. And because it's just the first day. It's kind of like the honeymoon phase. So it's everything's all great and dandy.
Yeah. Oh, I can draw Mickey Mouse.
I'm just gonna draw
Well, it's
You can't spell Alec Baldwin without win. There you go. That's my motto.
My passion for Survivor never stops. I've been writing about it for website like Inside Survivor, talking about things like the social game, the bitter jury, breaking down the big topics that I think a lot of the Survivor community is really interested in. And I'm curious to see how my perspective shifts or is reinforced after playing the game myself.
Do it.
Just like kind of like just figure out like what are our strengths of the team.
A good ability to go under the radar at first and just be like, ooh, in the middle, like, okay, we're living, and then sneak it. I really didn't know what to expect. I mean, I've seen Survivor and stuff like that, but I was just kind of like, what's happening?
The first thing that Sarah said in group today was that her number one strength is that she's sneaky and can float in the middle of a group and then just kind of bring it at the end, which, like, I don't know why you would say that to your teammates the second you're asked what your strengths are, because that immediately shows you're not a team player.
My dream and aspiration.
I appreciate it. All right. So you guys had a little bit of time to get to know your tribes. Tay, how do you feel about your tribe?
I love my tribe. I think they all have a lot of energy. We all have, we're vibing. Nice.
Awesome. And then Jonathan, how do you feel your tribe stacks up against Pajaki?
I'm really excited. I think we have a lot of good strength. We're just going around talking about them, and yeah, I'm really excited.
I'm glad you guys are really excited. I'm glad you guys feel so tight as two cohesive families.
Stop it.
Yes.
Are you guys ready to get to the first twist of the season?
I'm
Can everyone take a card, pass it down? Take a card, pass it down. So in the game of Survivor, where social interactions are key, first impressions mean a lot. With that being said, right now, vote somebody off your tribe. Yes, Aiden.
Wait, are you saying?
We will give you pens in a second. Just for your tribe to know, Spencer has already casted his vote.
Okay.
So privately, hold the vote to yourself. Hold the vote to yourselves for now. They will be revealed later. Please go on your way to vote if you want to vote.
Yeah, just like disperse. Shit, I forgot her name.
I'm sorry.
Alright, so we are going to start with Makwa. We're going to go down the line. About halfway through, I will say Spencer's vote. So one at a time we will reveal. We will start with Jack.
I'm sorry, Spencer's like not here, so you seem adorable.
That's 2 votes for Spencer. Jonathan?
Spencer.
That's 3 votes for Spencer.
I'm sorry, Spencer.
4 votes for Spencer. 5 votes for Spencer, which is enough. We don't even need to hear the rest of your votes if you don't want to, which I'm assuming they're all the same.
Who's Spencer's vote?
Spencer voted for Joseph.
Oh. He was just like arbitrarily pick a name.
Alright. So we will now go to Pajaki. We will start with Natalie, if you'd like to reveal your vote.
Okay, I'm voting for Tay. I'm so hurt.
Tay?
I voted for Emily because I believe in her.
1 for Tay, 1 for Emily. We're going to go to the back.
I voted for Aiden.
1 for Tay, 1 for Aiden, 1 for Emily. Christy. Natalie, we have a 4-way tie.
I voted for Tay.
Tay, that's 2 votes for Tay.
I voted for Tay.
Tay, that is 3 votes for Tay.
I voted for Matt. I didn't really talk to him.
Voted for Matt.
Really sorry, I voted for Tay.
Alright, Tay, that is a majority. If you could please come over here and hand me your buff.
Oh wait, is this a
Just come over here and hand me
girl?
your buff.
I love you.
Alright. So Tay, you look very shocked. How do you feel right now? Did you expect this?
I'm like, okay. I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm shocked.
Alright, well, good news is you and Spencer are not out of the game.
We had like an easy hour.
What is that?
Tay will now be joining Makwa. Spencer will be joining Hijaki. So basically, you and Spencer will be given a second chance in this game to remake these very important first impressions. As you know, this game is hard. You have to make split decisions just like that, and all of you did. So with that being said, that is all of the actual game that will be happening here today. You guys have survived day 1. Mazel tov. The last really important thing that I'm going to say on camera, hidden immunity idols are in play. They are either on Emerson campus, the Boston Common, or the Esplanade, because Survivor Boston, the Esplanade, where we were supposed to be filming today, but rain.
So I voted for Sarah.
Who's Sarah?
The quiet, sneaky, the quiet one who,
right.
the quiet one who.
You think she's sneaky?
Well,
She
no,
called herself
no,
sneaky.
She called
I
herself
wasn't
sneaky.
putting that in.
She called herself.
Oh,
like,
she's a
when
self-person.
we were talking about. Oh my god. When we were talking about team strengths, we were like, oh, what do you bring to the team? The first thing she said was, I'm a floater, and I can be like sneaky and like I make people.
okay.
She was like, I make people trust me, and then I can like turn it back around.
I like my tribe so far. Again, I don't really know anyone's names. My biggest concern, it's like, this isn't, gone yet. It's just like betrayal, kind of, that I'm not gonna play the game as well as I think I'm gonna play the game.
Like I don't trust her already because of that, and yeah.
I don't trust anyone that says that's in their most team.
Like literally, when your team asks you your strengths, do you say I'm really good at puzzles. I'm great at Scrabble. Like that's what you say.
She seems like a nice girl though.
No, she seems.
I'm extremely happy that I got switched to Makwa. Everyone on the green team was definitely like super motivated, wanted to win, and I think that's gonna be their downfall because they all seem really competitive, and I think they're gonna snake each other and just like completely snowball and kind of lose the team unity and start focusing on themselves more. My best friend Jack is on, Purple Tribe. I think it'd be really easy to get him on my side. I'm happy to be with him, and everyone on the Purple Tribe seems a lot closer, and we already made plans to hang out, so I'm really excited for that.
I think I'm bonding with basically everyone. Because there's really not one person I think of like less right now, because it's obviously like day 1, so it's like I said in like the confessional, I was like, it's like the honeymoon phase. Everything's great and dandy right now. So
I want to feel people out, see who's trying to play me, who I can trust to a certain extent. At the end of the day, like I can't fully trust anyone.
What about you?
No, I feel the same. I feel good about you. Like I'm getting good vibes from you. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Handshakes, professional handshakes.
Listen, if you want to lock something down, we can do it.
Okay, we'll talk, man. Yeah. And I was like, okay. So I'm like, you do you, man. And I remember he asked me for an alliance too, and I was just sitting there going like, we'll see. I never said yes or no. I was just kind of like, we'll see, man. So.
Basically, shit hit the fan. You're off our team, which is bullshit, and we're gonna get you back.
But
I swear to it.
Who voted for me?
Okay, so everyone, every single person. But here's the thing: I voted
including you?
No,
Okay.
of course I did, because I didn't want a target on my back.
if
But I
everyone's
talked
doing
to
it, then-
everyone. I was like, "Who's it?" And they gave us no time to discuss anything, and everyone was such a weak ass. And that's what I said in my confessional. I was like, "Everyone's."
My initial reaction when I found out I got switched to Pajaki was I wasn't super surprised, honestly, because it makes sense. It's the easy vote to do. They were a little bit scared, and they had to think on their feet, and of course you're going to go with the person who's not there to defend themselves, not there to fight for themselves or anything like that. So I think it actually makes sense.
Immediately, I knew when they said that my team would vote for Spencer to not be on our team anymore, because they are generally a group that wants to get the least blood on their hands, and so I assumed that they would vote Spencer off. I love Spencer. I'm still working with Spencer in a secret alliance, so honestly I think I gained from this. I don't know, who's someone we love? Lindsay Lohan? Lindsay Lohan's British twin sister from The Parent Trap. That's it.
That's our name.
Lindsay Lohan's British twin from The Parent Trap. What happened to her?
That's us.
We'll never know. That's us.
I just got back from our first kind of like meeting and it's really exciting, but I wanted to take you guys to show my roommate.
Surprise, everyone. We're roommates. Ha!
Let the plotting begin.
Okay.
Emily, who happens to be my roommate, got into the same tribe, so I was freaking out because I was like, this is the most perfect thing to ever happen. Yeah.
We've already decided that, like through the merch, through everything, we really want to vote together. We want to help each other out. To me, like we're really close, and he's my closest alliance member, and I want him to do as well as I do. Not a single person knows that Matt and I are roommates.
Did you get a good night's sleep last night?
No.
Oh, okay. Me neither. I had to take the clock off my wall because it kept ticking and I was getting nervous. But Natalie came up to me when we were voting. I was like, we're all thinking of voting today, and I was like, this is where I get to see if like I could trust her, and I can.
Yeah.
Instantly, I feel comfortable with 5 people. 4 people. I'm one of the 5 people. I feel comfortable with Natalie, Emily, Bailey, and Dan.
I think if we're not, like we need to not be too aggressive, but if we're not going to be like aggressive enough, like we're already behind because I have a feeling that certain people are already strategizing.
Agreed.
I think they are.
There's 5 people right here, and that's the majority on a 9-person team.
And we kind of formed like an alliance with me, Matt, Bailey, Emily, and then since Matt's really close with Natalie, we brought Natalie in. So we have a solid majority alliance of 5. We're calling ourselves the 5 guys, like 5 guy French fries, the restaurant. It was something clever, like we just like threw it out there. So I'm feeling really good about that, but at the same time, I'm also like really nervous about the others, like Will, Aiden. It's like they're really nice people and stuff, but I came to win. Like I came to win everything. I came to win the challenges. I came to win the game, the immunity challenges after the merge.
Hi, we have a green team breakfast going on. This is right after the first meeting we have. And here's some members. Here's Tay. So we actually voted Tay off. And now she's on the purple tribe and she was just talking. Tay, what were you saying?
Yes, so as I was saying, I went off into the corner, and I don't know if this was the reason, but I went off into the corner because I thought you guys were like dispersing to like go write people's names, so like it seemed really snaky that I went off into the corner, and then when I came back, all of you guys were like still there, and I was just like, oh shit, and like I kind of saw it coming.
It's because you went to the corner, we all voted. Yeah, no, that was the only.
That was the only.
I think it's very tough to like decide someone when you don't know them like at all, and like it's honestly like you want to vote with majority, and it's just like whoever isn't there.
I chose Matt specifically because I knew no one else would vote him off.
Yeah, that's.
When Lyndon B. Johnson was the head of the majority of the Democrats in the 50s under Eisenhower in the Senate, this is the only time in history this has ever happened. Every single vote in the Senate, he knew what it was before the vote happened on the floor. It's never happened since. It never happened before him. Johnson knew where even when he was going to lose it, he knew what the vote was going to be ahead of time.
That's where the 60 million people killed by mouse statistic comes from. How do you get that statistic? Because the majority of it is from a famine that he caused during the Great Leap Forward. Okay, that's where the majority of the deaths come from. I put caused in quotation marks. Just hear me out. Hear me out. Listen to this evidence. Okay.
I think Bailey, super risk. And not a risk in that he'll actually get any distance. He nowhere close will he get, because he's too visibly an abrasive personality and abrasively a risk. But he's a risk in that he's a complete lone gun.
Here's the thing about Winston Churchill. When war breaks out with the Nazis, you want to know where he goes? He doesn't go to Germany. He goes to India and Africa. I wonder why. Could it be to shore up British colonial colonies?
I mean, yeah. Also because his entire country is being bombed.
Aiden was going to be a big personality. He seems like a very nice guy. I don't really know what his deal is entirely. Like, Jesus Christ, what is this guy up to? We'd be better off without him.
All right, so So first off, hi Spencer, welcome.
Sorry about it.
All right, so are you guys ready to get to your first immunity challenge? So in this game, the one thing that can keep you safe is immunity. So this season, we got ourselves a nice little immunity idol with both of your tribal logos on it. With this, you are safe. You won't go to tribal council. You need this in this game. All right, so for today's challenge, 2 members of each tribe will be holding a piece of wood. You will be balancing a ball in the middle, and you have to carry it all the way to the other side. The last black line is what you have to pass. Once you do that, you will run the piece of wood back, where 2 more will do the exact same thing. If the ball drops before you get to the end, you have to take it all the way back and start over. After the second 2 people with the wood make it to the end, 2 more people will go wheelbarrow style, which is one person holding someone's legs, the other on their hands, all the way down to this end where there will be a bag of puzzle pieces. The person who is using their hands to walk has to put the bag in their mouth, bite it, and carry it all the way back to wheelbarrow style again. Where at the end, 3 people will be working on a word puzzle. First tribe to solve that puzzle wins immunity. The other tribe, tribal council, where someone will become the first person voted off of Survivor Boston Season 2. All right, get some strategize, we'll get started. Oh my Pajaki, are you ready? Aqua, are you ready? For the first immunity of the season, Survivor's ready. Go! The puzzle people have started. Stay right here. All of these guys. Spencer, Natalie, someone who I can't see. I thought I was going to have a pulmonary collapse. I thought I was going to lose. Oh my god. Just a heads up. There's a lot of letters. Oh! You're good. You're good. Going out for 30 seconds. Down there. Still working on the puzzle. You guys. Come on, boys.
He said it's not going to look pretty.
Isabella.
You guys got it. You guys got it. Take your time. Okay.
Come on, guys!
Come on.
Run it! Woo! Let's go! Okay.
You're doing great. You got it. Come on.
Both Pajaki and Mako working on the puzzle. Pajaki had a solid 3-4 minute lead on the puzzle. It always comes down to the puzzle. Start from the beginning.
Keep going. You guys got it.
You got it.
It could happen in a second. Who knows? This is not anyone's game.
You got it.
You got it, guys.
It's getting like really the hardest part.
No, because that had done before and him.
What trees?
Come on, guys. You got it.
I I thought so too at first.
Tribes slowly in progress.
The road to victory.
I know. You guys got this.
I know, like my chest right now.
Would you like to buy a vowel?
I would. Oh, okay, no.
Oh,
they got that momentum. They got that. Did you?
The sweet taste of victory. Victory, Pajaki. Sending
Guys, group hug. Yes.
Pajaki on 3.
1, 2, 3, Pajaki.
All right, can I have someone from the jockey come grab this? All right, Pajaki, you guys are safe from tribal council. None of you will be going home. Makwa, I wish I could say the same for you. One of the 9 of you will be the first person voted out of Survivor Boston. Grab your stuff and head on out, guys. We'll see you later.
I worry about stabilizing this tribe. I worry about trying to build the tribe into something that going into merge, someone from green will win.
I don't want to win. I have no intention of winning. I can't win. The type of personality I have, I'm a target, I can't make it. What I do want is to matter. That's all I want. Okay.
You know, the 2 pillars are myself and Emily. And here's the thing that makes Emily super dangerous. She is just as much of a villain as I am, but she thinks she's a hero. I'm at the very least, I'm self-aware. You at least know what you're wrangling with me. She thinks she's a hero, and that's far more dangerous. That's far more dangerous. I'm shivering in my boots. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Why don't I give a fake immunity out?
What I'm proposing. This is yours.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's yours now.
Stop.
It's yours now. I was at the Esplanade yesterday for 4 hours, and I found a tape under a park bench by the playground.
I watched the first season episode. They read out the rules on the sheet. I paused it, looked at the sheet. It was a bunch of like broken up sentences in bold, and but I wanted to spice it up even more. So I took the Survivor Boston masthead from the Facebook page, put it in black and white, put it at the top. Took the rules from the Immunity Idol Wikipedia page, broke them up. I put a fancy font on it. I feel like you guys probably went with Times New Roman, but you know what? If I'm bringing my graphic design, I'm bringing my graphic design.
I don't want anyone else to know that that's because no one.
Okay.
No one. Deal?
Deal.
Okay, no one to know.
He gives me this. May I mention I'm a huge fan of Survivor. I'm very aware of idols and fake idols. I'll read this. Oh, this is the little thing he gave me. I knew it was a fake idol the moment he gave it to me. I confirmed it. I went to the Emerson gift shop and picked one of these right off the shelf.
Okay, do you know if you have this in your store?
Don't have many.
Possibly none. I just need to see if you have it.
I have.
Oh, you do?
2.
We are weary and nervous for a tribe swap. We don't want it to happen. I do not want Aiden on the loose, not in my tribe. That was the same initial feeling I had day one when we had to vote out someone. We need him out of the game.
No, yeah, he's gotta go.
He's gotta go.
He's just making everyone so paranoid and anxious.
We have like no reason to be paranoid though. We have the majority
Exactly.
and we haven't even lost yet.
We won the challenge. I don't know why we're all in like a frenzy, panicking, everyone lying to each other. There's fake idols being thrown around. I don't know. I think everyone needs to like just calm down. Like Emily, she claims to be this big super fan, but she's like all on the radar and like didn't she watch she said she watched all the seasons, but like they sent Tony's ass off the island second for playing like this.
So I just don't know what we're doing. I think everyone needs to calm down. Like, no one can go home if we keep winning the challenges.
Please, I have a little bit more decency than this. If I'm gonna make a fake idol, it's at least gonna be a like legitimate looking one.
As much as we all did well as a team, I think our kind of main issue was with the first two balance people because they kept dropping the ball, literally and figuratively.
As soon as I got to the, like, almost outside of the door, Isabella stopped Jack and I and asked us who we were voting out.
And I said, who are you guys voting for? Because it was just the three of us left in the room, and they got really, really nervous, and we're like, And I stared them down, and they said, Sarah. And I said, okay.
Jack just blurted out Sarah. So then I just did too. She doesn't seem that interested. I think Jack told me that she said something snaky, like she described herself as a floater and someone who could lie easily. So I think that was a really bad decision on her part.
I know, like, I could have done better in the challenge, but we did catch up, and I felt bad that we were a little behind.
Since we left that immunity challenge, as soon as we were walking away, I could tell that it had just been kicked into high gear.
I think that the easiest call, not to even like push anyone, but I think the easiest thing to get the least blood on our hands would be to get Sarah, just because we could always say like, just it's because of scheduling. Scheduling is too difficult.
That's
true. One name that came up pretty early was Sarah. Sarah's been very under the radar, and most of us feel like we haven't really connected with her much, and this is such a hard vote, but I wanted to make sure that I could get into the majority for this first vote.
First and foremost, I think you guys are all strong competitors, and we all bring all different like strengths to the table. I had a meeting with Tay, Jack, Jonathan, and Kate in the DH. You there? So during the vote, I did not actually vote for Sarah, but I voted for Sarah. Initially, simply because she, when we were first, talking as a team and whatever, trying to get our strengths down, she went first and decided to say, I'm a good floater, and I people. There might be someone who isn't a team player and somebody who, isn't looking out for our best interests as a whole, which is kind of what you need to do right now, because right now it's a team game. She essentially gave us her game for the season, which I don't understand the strategy. Literally the first person to even talk. We have a majority voting Sarah. It sucks to take something that someone said, like, probably just, without even thinking about it and use it against them, but like, that is where we're at in the game right now. We haven't had that much time to prove ourselves. And I'm not saying that we have to like commit to like an alliance or anything right now. I don't want to get into that game yet, but like if we're all here. If we're all in agreement and we all vote that way, I agree. And then I promptly went up to the second floor of Walker to meet with Isabella.
I would really like to work with you.
Yeah.
As a person, one-on-one. Like,
Yeah.
I would like you to be my main.
I feel like we're both in the same headspace about this.
Completely. And I think we're both strong in the game, and I think that this would be a really smart.
I think you, me, like specifically you, me, and Jack really pulled through this.
If we could get the three of us to be the three,
I think
for the merge.
And I think Tay would kind of be an automatic inclusion in that because she and Jack are very, very close friends.
For now.
Who, she and I have kind of decided to play as a little team, and we're looking at forming a foursome with Jack and Tay, because Jack and Tay are really close friends.
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
Guys, everyone's downstairs though.
I know.
So we have a little bit of a proposition.
Okay.
About maybe an alliance between the four of us.
Savannah and Isabella, they asked Jack and I if we wanted to be in an alliance with them, and they had the MacBook out and everything, like already recording, and I'm sure if you like slowly watch it. Like, my face when they ask me is like,
I don't know. I think we could make it to merge.
Yeah,
I think we could too.
That's what I was.
If we get the majority of our team on our side, like we are now, did you fill her in on by the way?
Yeah.
If we get the majority, because I got Joseph,
Yeah.
we're about to get Emily, we got Jonathan. So I'm just like, yeah, sure. Even though like I don't really trust Isabella, but I just said yeah.
After this week, there's only 8 people on our team,
Oh,
so we're almost the majority. So as long as
and I think I have Jonathan like in a lot.
And when Tay got voted off of her team, I think it's because she immediately put herself out there and was like, "Hi, I'm Tay. Like this is me," and they immediately were like, "Okay, that's a name we remember, and that's a name we know. Maybe we don't want." As much as I want to secure my place, I don't want to put myself immediately out there as like a snake or not a team player. That is going to be the tough point. Like getting my name out there enough so that people know me and know my strengths, but not too much so that they immediately go to me to vote me off.
Things may not be as simple as they seem. Siobhan went off and ended up messaging Tay. After you left, Jack and Tay ended up meeting Siobhan on Siobhan's request. As far as they were all concerned, Isabella was hearing about the Sarah plan for the first time, and that's what Jack and Tay told me they were discussing. I'm a bit nervous about Siobhan now. If Siobhan knows what she's doing in this game, she could be eyeing a bigger target than that, and I worry that bigger target could be me. That's what they're telling me. Okay. I'm a little nervous that Siobhan's meeting with them now.
Well, she just Facebook messaged me to meet after this. If you didn't get one, don't get worried.
I'm worried.
Don't get worried if you didn't get one. So I definitely want to keep Jonathan in my back pocket. I trust him a lot, and he really knows the game.
Another thing, so one of the things that they talked about is they talked to Sarah. They're saying her. Don't get worried about that, because they weren't like talking about you as if like they're going to vote you off.
Right.
Kate's name has been floated around as the decoy vote as far as Sarah is concerned. But especially since I feel very close to Kate, we have our own secret alliance. I don't want her name floating out there, even if she isn't a big target. I think Kate is someone that I could definitely work with long term.
We got off to a little bit of a slow start. Kate and Emily literally dropped the ball a few times, and that's, good joke. But then it occurred to me that I don't want Kate to get suspicious of me, because I know that she is like a Survivor superfan. So I arranged a meeting with her. But also like,
I don't want it to be me, obviously, and like,
yeah,
I know it's easier to say, like,
no, I wanted to talk to you more about like future game.
Just because like I feel like we're the only like
we're the
only
seniors.
I think we're the only people like above sophomore.
We are.
Like we're the oldies.
We are the oldies, and I was thinking about this yesterday. I was like, if we had a secret alliance, it would be a powerhouse
and
alliance. Siobhan wants to work with me, and I think that's smart. We're the 2 seniors, we're both girls. I think we're the oldest, and we're off campus. Like, we have a lot in common, and she wanted an alliance with me, but she definitely is a tough game player, so hopefully people would see her as a threat before me.
Like, I know I said it for because like I don't want to start making alliances yet, but
no, when you said that, I was like,
I'm not sure how much she believes that, because I'm kind of intending to betray her. She's not like my number one priority is the Foxy 4 or the Core 4. We haven't like kind of decided a name yet.
I don't trust Kate, because I know that because I'm in a close alliance with Siobhan. I know that Kate also secretly went to Siobhan and tried to make a secret alliance, and then I know that she also met with Joseph and all of us, which is the same thing I'm doing, but she also seems like a super big Survivor fan, and I just feel like she's very sneaky in this game.
My pick coming out of the immunity challenge wasn't actually Sarah, it was Kate. She was not strong in the balancing challenge, and again, like, it sucks to, kind of target one thing that someone did wrong, but like that really, I think, probably cost us.
What else are you thinking in the game?
I don't know. I mean, like, I feel good about you.
I
long
100%
term.
feel good about you,
Like,
Jonathan. I'm gonna look out for you. I promise.
Like, if your name comes up, I'll let you know. And
I promise you I will do the same. Yeah.
I'm friendly with everyone, so I think everyone's voting for Sarah unless I'm secretly getting backdoored, which is fine. If I have to exit this game, it's okay. I'll make a big exit, but I'll have more time.
Do you feel shady about anyone? What are you feeling?
I don't know. I mean, I think, like, as you brought up, like, Tate and Jack are, like, obviously very close.
Yeah.
And they're strong players in this game. But I don't know, like, I still, at the same time, feel fine with them right now. I don't think they're coming after us.
No.
So
I think they're very, very strong players.
Yeah.
And it goes one way or the other where we'd have to take them out or not. But I think at this point in the game, like, there's no reason to take them out. And they're strong to have on our side.
Yeah.
I would have to say one of them, so either Emily or Kate, and I don't know. I don't, I haven't been a part of any of the conversations. Hopefully there haven't been any conversations without me, but I don't think there have been, because I think we have a good team dynamic going, and we haven't really discussed that yet.
Your team lost the immunity challenge yesterday.
Yes.
So how do you guys go forward to decide who gets voted off tonight?
Well, right now we're all like a really big family, and it's kind of like hard to make a decision on like who's gonna be voted off. So like right now we're just sort of like thinking about like logistics, kind of like, okay, who is really in the game, who's talking to people, and like who has like the best kind of schedule that we can all like work with.
Is there anyone in this group who you feel potentially is the opposite?
I would like to keep that quiet for right now.
Tay, you are the newest member of this tribe. Your old tribe didn't want you necessarily.
What old tribe?
Are you worried that potentially this tribe could completely oust you, just like Pajaki did?
Yeah, they could, but you know, I'm trusting that the relationships I established here will bring me further than, you know, the 15-minute relationships that I established in the other tribe.
Emily, you guys lost the challenge, which means something had to have gone wrong. Is there something you can identify during the challenge where you feel this is the reason why we're here tonight?
Well, I think part of it was actually my fault because I was the first to go, and I'm like part of the reason it was set back. But I think we're all gonna do that at some point. So, like, the main issue is it was the first time like we didn't have good communication. We're all gonna mess up at some challenge.
So, Siobhan, Emily just blatantly said, I am one of the reasons why we're here. I messed up during the challenge. Is that a reason to vote Emily off tonight?
Yeah, the beginning of that challenge was a setback, but I think as a whole, we were neck and neck with them right at the end. It's really just about making sure that we all have the time for this, that we're all committed, that we all bring the same level of competitiveness to this team.
So we'll do my favorite part of any tribal council. Raise your hand if you feel safe tonight.
Yeah.
So only 2 people feel safe. Jonathan, is that a good sign? Is that a bad sign?
I think at the end of the day, it's hard to feel completely safe. There's always that feeling of paranoia, but I feel confident in tonight, and I don't think that I'm necessarily in danger, but I don't feel fully safe.
All right. Kate, has there been any talk of hidden immunity idols? Because those are things that can always shake up the game.
I don't know, because they're so hard. Like, they could be anywhere. Like, Boston's huge. You gave us the Esplanade, the Common, and campus. Like, what? I'm sure there's parts of campus I've never seen. So I'm sure, like, everyone's been like, ooh, I wonder where they are. But, like, I don't think they're going to be played tonight at all.
So, Sarah, a lot of reasons for how people have been saying they're going to vote people off tonight have been scheduling. It could possibly be challenges, as Emily still pointed out, that she messed up in today's challenge. How are you basing your vote tonight?
I'm gonna base it purely on the results of the day, and I think we all work together well, and I have a feeling that scheduling is gonna play a big part in other people's votes. That's what makes me a little bit scared, because I said that I had certain meetings, but I do want to stress that I can get out of those very easily. That's what I'm stressing. So I'm basing my vote purely on the challenge that we had today. Obviously nothing personal, because I love all these guys are great, all of them. So it's just gonna be purely based on the challenge, and let me stress once again, I can get out of those meetings.
So Emily, does that make you worried that she immediately jumped straight to the immunity challenge, saying that is 100% what I am basing my vote off of tonight?
I mean, no, I expect it. I mean, like, obviously I'm worried. I don't think it was said best that, like, none of us feel completely safe. So, like, I didn't feel safe coming in anyways, and I know that's a factor, and, like, I've known that's a factor, so I kind of expect it.
So then, Isabella, Sarah pointed out herself that she felt that the scheduling thing could involve her, because she kept saying that she could get out of these meetings. Clearly, she feels that this could affect her. Should Sarah be worried?
I think that's a totally valid worry. If everyone's talking about scheduling, I think in particular that that's been brought up several times, and we know that she brought that up as well. I think
All right, it's time to vote. Joseph, you're up.
My decision is nothing personal. I still love you, and we'll still hang.
Sarah, I'm sorry you snuck your way out of this game. I think you're a great person. I feel really bad about this vote, but someone had to go home first.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Emily. Sarah. It's one vote Emily, one vote Sarah. Sarah. That's two votes Sarah, one vote Emily. Sarah. That's three votes Sarah, one vote Emily. Sarah.
Oh, the heart. The heart, go away.
That's four votes Sarah,
So shady.
one vote Emily. First person voted out of Survivor Boston. Sarah.
I knew it! I knew
Sarah, who needs for mirror buff?
I knew it!
Sarah, the tribe has spoken. Head out. Last words are there.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Sarah. Good luck. Go on without me.
First vote as a tribe, you guys did seem to come together as one family, but was it enough to be able to come together and defeat the jockey? Grab your stuff, head on out. Good night.
Next time on Survivor Boston, a war is beginning between Aiden and Emily M, and everyone must choose a side. In a Survivor Classic, test the contestants.
Go!
I thought
in the challenge, I did pretty well, but it's all good. As soon as we lost, I knew I was gonna be one of the ones just because I felt like I hadn't talked as much. I hadn't, you know, shown my true self as much maybe, because I get a little nervous in social situations. I know that it's nothing personal. I do feel like I could have reached out more and maybe been more outgoing. Maybe they would have liked me more. Not that I don't think they didn't like me, but, you know, just whatever.
Because you went to the Netherlands.